Friends, thanks for being over here at the quilting studio with me. My honey, she is working hard. And I get to share with you some ideas about this panel quilt. This is Renee. She's brought this over, and it's fantastic because this has several of the ideas that I'd love to share with you. She has several techniques that I'm going to be able to give you tips about that is a super example about it. Well, right here, this is a panel. You know what I say about panels. You need to square them up before you start adding your borders and your other blocks to go with them. They don't come square all the time from the companies. They've been wound around a bolt and they've been stretched and moved, so you want to be aware of it. Look at this fancy panel. Isn't it so fun? It's actually like an old-time advertisement for an iron. It's called Press On, the Ideal Iron Manufacturing Company. And this gal is kind of like a mobile added to a hanger from a dry cleaning company. Look at how cute that is. She got her legs down here, and she's got like a press shirt in the background right there. Pricing to go with it, some of the advertising words, and it even has a scripture right there. So if that's your prerogative, you might want to look it up and see what we have with that one, and see what she has to offer. Now, the borders are coordinating. Fancy schmancy here with the hashing, and then right along here, this is like an old-time cording and the old-time outlet that the little plug that you would have had to go into the outlet. So fun. So a couple things I want to share with you. Mitered corner. Friends, you can put a mitered corner on any quilt, but if you have something that has any kind of a motif along the edge, if you add a mitered corner to it, woo, we've elevated it up a big step right there. So something to think about. Anytime you have an opportunity, put a mitered corner in there. You have just shot that right up anytime that happens. And she's done a pretty dandy job of trying to line these up. They're a little hard to line up because they aren't perfectly straight. You can see they're meant to be just a little tiny bit wobbly, which is what would have happened with a cord. It's not like they're absolutely straight. They're more like a cord that's hanging around. So mitered corners, first comment I wanted to make. Great job adding that on. The other thing I wanted to comment on is when you are splicing your borders and your sashing, what do I talk about a lot? I say do it at the angle if possible, but one time that you want to consider doing it on the straight is when you have a very geometric motif, a very geometric activity going on in your quilt. And that's exactly what she has right here. So this is a perfect opportunity for me to share that with you. Look at right there. Bam, that is her splicing, and she did it straight on, and it looks great because our eye can go just right along the edge of that, and it's quite smooth because this is a geometric shape. So perfect example for me to be able to share that with you. I appreciate you taking the time. The design I've got on here is my sticky buns. It's just a lot of fun. Swirly, swirly, swirly. I'm doing it in my Skyward color of thread because she's got some nice blue over there. We talked about the color to go on it, and I think this is a real nice one because of that blue that's with it. Because of the style of the design, I have chosen to take it clear out to the full edge, and I'm literally cutting it out and showing the quilt or the CAD screen exactly where I want her to stitch. I'm taking it all the way out to the edge and cutting it all off. So lots happening right here. Even though this isn't that big of a quilt, it had some perfect examples. Bring some over here to the quilting studio and let me help you find a great design to go on it.